Right, guys, welcome back to Away There with the mighty Forest. We start as I've taken into my usual pattern now. The board screen, £12 million on the balance sheet. You see a little graph at the bottom. It's going up. It's going up. And it should go up quite a way before the end of the season. You saw us dismantle. That's the cross between destroy and dismantle. Brighton and Hove Albion on opening day. Since then, mostly ups. We got battered by Chelsea. We had chances, but you can see some pretty poor ratings at the back. 2 injuries as well picked up through Holmes, who's not yet made it back actually, and Boyonas, who has. So that was a little bit of a disappointment. But fortunately, we had the morale-boosting victory over Lincoln to come in between. I hate to wonder, I shudder to I can't even do it. I shudder to think of what might have happened if we got into that on poor morale. But we managed to get a 5-0 win over Lincoln. Very easy. Paddy Timms with his first goal for the club. Indeed, also the same for Fosu, who started the game. Then a 3-1 win over Manchester City, of all people. Demarca, Zivkovic and A.D. Hales on the score sheet. A Paulo Dybala goal for Manchester City. It was a good game. It's a really good game. If you can see the stats, we absolutely were in it. I mean, we didn't batter them, but well, you don't expect us to, really. So yeah, that was a coming of age. And then a 3-0 win at Huddersfield, our only win in the Premier League away from the City ground so far. Sheldon Brace with a Brereton goal to seal. Sheldon also missed a penalty, so Huddersfield were dire, to be quite honest. You can see there the amount of shots that we managed to put on goal. Just too good for them. They were bottom of the league at that point. And then a 5-0 victory over Middlesbrough. Hat-trick for Demarca, one from the spot for him, and Sheldon and Cash with goals as well. Middlesbrough mid-table as well, so that's really good. If we fire, we're good. 2-0 victory over Villa in the Cup. Late goals, though. Bachelakis came off the bench and Brereton to send us through to the 4th round. Villa are still in the Championship, so we played a bit of a rotated side, as you can see. But we made heavy work of it. We hit the post a couple of times as well in the second half. We should have ran away with the game, but we didn't. And then a 1-0 defeat last time out at Selhurst Park. Crystal Palace taking the points. Entirely undeserved. The only shot on target that they had. If we look at the stats as well, if I can bring those up properly, it takes you an age to find the stats these days. 3 clear cuts each. Hard to remember theirs, to be honest, but we should have won the game earlier on. We should have taken a lead and defended it, but we didn't. The strikers that's what I mean. They just weren't on the day. Brereton there just not, got 7.2, but he missed a couple of not sitters, but going round the keeper especially, or taking the keeper on the angle and shooting instead of rolling it across goal, that kind of thing. But never mind. We're not going to win every game certainly. And all in all, that leaves us after 6 games in the league. It's October. We're in 4th place with 12 points and the best goal difference in the division. Can't argue with that, can you, really? Demarca, our top goal scorer, was 7. He's also got our highest average and he's got 4 assists. Jean Virginia with 2 clean sheets so far. Thibaut Courtois was 5 in 6 games. Of course, Chelsea. Yeah, mental. So, yeah, I don't think we made any other signings. Tom Quilty as the last boy in. He's actually stepped into the first team because of Sherlock Holmes being injured. He's still out, you can see there, still out for another 6 weeks with his torn hamstring. Robert Zivkovic also picked up an injury, a double hernia picked up in training. Arvin Apai is an extra player, so we don't worry about him. Shame for Zivkovic, really, because he started really well. You can see 3 games, 4 goals and 1 assist, 8.4. Hopefully we'll get him back soon and he can start firing. League table wise, you can see it's a shame. You can see there, it just doesn't quite fit, does it? I don't know what. Just drag it up a little bit, and then you don't have to scroll 20 teams. I know it will fit the Bundesliga. That's the only league I can think on. The Scottish leagues, obviously, but why not just have it a little bit taller, just so it. I suppose not everybody has my monitors. That's probably a good thing. It's Everton today. Then they've started okay, but they've started to drop off. They've only won the 1 game, a 3-1 victory at Brighton. Although everybody beats Brighton. 2 draws, though, with big sides, Chelsea and Arsenal, and then 3 defeats against teams, apart from Man City, teams that we've beaten. So, Yeah, I think we can beat Everton today, but it's an away game and anything can and will happen. Our staying up is going to be based on home form, not away form. So it's the Burnley game that we're most excited about, I suppose. But it's Everton, the team that we declined to manage. That's who we're playing. You can see Jordan Pickford is out. They've not registered Louis Coyle, so who knows who they're going to play. I'll see you pitch side in just a second. So there are teams then. It's as expected, really. You have Virginia, Baldwin, Quilty, Parsons, Alterbury, Godoni, Cash, Jonas in the front three. DeMarco, Sheldon, Brereton, DeMarco playing left side. Vujic and Timms are very good, but Cash and Jonas just have that understanding and that experience to play the game. And, we'll bring these two involved a little bit more as we go. That's the Everton team. Pepper Camp in goal. I don't know him. I think I did have a look at him when... Yeah, he's quite good, actually. I had a quick look at him when I was deciding whether or not we should take the job. It's probably not too far. I mean, we'd play this shape if we'd have taken the job, so you'd have thought Enyukuru would have played up front with these two fellas. Espinosa probably wouldn't have got a look in. Maybe if we can get at him. Tom Davies, I think, is quite old now, 31. We just need to get at him. And I expect to win today because Everton are in bad straits, and we can't be one of these teams that's amazing at home and then just as soon as we go away just fade into nothingness. So let's get the game underway. Third minute then, a goal, free kick as it was, Pepper Camp, and it finds its way out into midfield. Davy Klassen. A ball to nothing, but that's all equally a ball to nothing, and Everton recycling. Here comes Peñaranda. It's a good ball into... who is that? I've seen that must be Babacar. Interesting name he has on the back of his shirt. Didn't realise he didn't play with Babacar on the back of his shirt, so I'll have to remember that one. Struggling to get into this game, although we've been booked 3 times in the first 25 minutes, even though we've only made 9 fouls at this stage. 3 of the back 5 on cautions as the ball swung in. Hopefully no penalty. Nope. Virginia now needs to be sensible. We don't want to... Oh my good lord. Quilty, Baldwin. That's a difficult ball to play into Cash's chest, and well, they played it through us, and that's really disappointing. A goal of conceded of our own making, and we're appealing for an offside that never came. Maybe it didn't feel offside, but we'll have a look. Obviously, Peñaranda, the goal scorer, rolled out to Quilty, and at this point, I think we're always in trouble. Unless Baldwin smashes this into oblivion. But Cash there waits for the ball to come down, and Klassen skips in ahead of him. We'll watch for the offside. Babacar certainly not offside. And I can't see that being offside. It's acceptable goal, just really annoying from our point of view that we gave them the chance. And we nip in now, just 5 minutes to go or so before the break, and we might have a chance. Brereton loses out though, was waiting for support, never really came around him. Peñaranda crosses, and this should be 2. Great save, Virginia. Great save. You can see the stats. Everton have blown us apart in this first half. We can't really complain about the scoreline. I don't think we'll get anything from this as a long ball up to DeMarco. It's a little bit frustrating with the amount of injuries that we've got in players I'd like to be playing, like Zivkovic. But it is what it is. We'd be stronger as well with Holmes at the back, but again, you're not going to go through a Premier League season without injuries. So we take our medicine, and we're not going to finish top of the league either. So as long as we don't finish in the 18th or lower, that'll do me. Peñaranda brings it away. Player I would have liked to have managed, to be fair. We may still get a chance. And Lukovic, Klassen, I've probably said that number 2's name, Lukovic, wrong. Davis, I can certainly say that one right. Ball out on Yukuru, crossed, and Espinosa should have done better. They've had all the chances in this first half, and there might be more to come. Pepper Camp goes long. Headed away by Quilty to Jonas, to Cash, to Brereton now. All the way back to Parsons on this near side. Cash now. We're not connecting with our passes at all. Parsons, I thought he was just going to leave the ball, then he didn't. But that's a goal kick into nothing. Oh, we might escape. DeMarco now. What will he do? He'll waste the chance. Had 2 strikers in support, although they were marked. Went for goal. Saved well by Pepper Camp. And surely that's the chance there. No, Everton breaking, headed away, and Lukovic, or whatever his name is, Hartlebury should collect, and that should be the break. Really disappointing half. Our front player's just not getting into the game, and then he sniffs that we've had have just not gone our way. I think we have to be assertive and say that was well below par. You know, I mean, again, we've got to temper expectations. You know, we are some way off the quality of teams like, well, all the teams in the league, to be honest, as 4 of our back 5 now go into the book. You want to chill out, ref, to be honest, mate. Not every foul is a card, Kevin Friend. And he's going to send Baldwin off for something fairly innocuous, just 2 players jumping together. Didn't look too... It pushed, apparently, just pushed with him. Is that a red card? Tyler Blackett will come on. I think we'll take off Brereton. I think he's finding his ceiling, if I'm honest. He can do it, but he doesn't do it often enough anymore in this division. He used to do it quite a lot in the Championship and League One, but oh dear, as DeMarca sends one well wide of the post. Brereton, I don't think he's long for this division with me, because he's just a little bit frustrated. He's only playing because Ivkovic is injured. I'm even thinking AD Hales or Apaya might be a better... Well, not Apaya, but this really now needs to become damage control or damage limitation with 10 men at a decent footballing side. I'm surprised they've only won 1 game. They've not lost many, that's the thing. And same with Palace, you can see there, they're in 8th place. So losing back-to-back games is frustrating. You don't want it to become 3-4 games in the Prem that you're going without points, but it's not the end of the world. I think what we'll do... We don't want to get Hartlebury sent off. And I think we're going to take off DeMarca and bring on Hales. And we're just going to move Hales onto the right side of the pair, just because a little bit less experience. So he might just get one on his right foot, and he might be able to get it. We'll ask him to be creative, but I'm not expecting anything as Godoni picks up a knock. We can't do anything with him. I'm not going to remove him from the pitch. Throw in now, Hardeveld. I'll throw it to Cash. Hardeveld, Cash again, crossed in and cleared, and this is where it becomes dangerous now. Hardeveld manages to keep it in on the Dutch line. Cash, cross ball to Godoni, what can he do? Cross, space opens, he might get a chance, he does. Vittorio Godoni, the Italian wonder, strikes home in the 80th minute. 10 minutes to go, and we have what might be an unlikely point. I fully expect Everton to go ahead and win this, and if I was managing Everton, which could have been, I'd be fuming at this stage. So I'd fully expect them to go on and win. Leathered in by Godoni, and the fist pumps go, but he needs to concentrate on his defending at this point, because we've got 5 minutes or 10 minutes to go. And this could end up 3-2-1, 3-1, 4-1 quite comfortably. Virginia's goal kick or clearance is a little bit short, well, a little bit angled wrong. And they're in. And Kuma Babacar, well, we're only a level for 4 minutes, and it's over, isn't it? It's over. I don't want to see it again. I'm too irritated by that kind of goal overloading us on that side. Hales won't get there ahead of Cameron Carter-Vickers, who we almost signed at Pepper Camp. Please mess up. Nope. And Hardeveld heads down to Cash. We're not out of it. I just don't think we'll get back in it. Godoni, I tell you what, almost fell back to Hales. Godoni's really flying down that right flank. They should check him. Babacar sends on through. This is what I mean. It could end up 3-4-1 quite comfortably. Chipped but wide by Peñaranda. 2-1. I think, given we play for 10 men, this referee has not been our friend. 6 yellow cards from the 19 fouls we've committed. Yes, we've been a little bit heavy-handed perhaps, but Everton have not committed 5 fouls in the entire fixture, so I feel a little bit hard done by, if I'm honest. But still, we're getting lots of space. I don't know why Everton are committing so many bodies forward. I know they've got license to with the extra man, but you think protect and hold what you have a little bit. We're capable of scoring goals, as are they, though, as they come forward again on the flank. We get a little bit unlucky with the rebound, and it is 3-1. Ricochets win against us. It's 2 defeats in the row. 2 defeats, consecutive defeats is the word. Anarzi plays it left to Anyukuru. We'll flip the camera around. Anyukuru spreads the play out to Peñaranda. We're never really cutting him down. That's the break of the play there. It doesn't really go our way. And laid across, and easy finish for Dinolfo. That will be game. Well, I mean, it could get worse, couldn't it? There's still 3 minutes to go. Blackett finds Hardeveld. And and Blackett again, and that's a poor ball. If you just put it over the top, mate, to be honest, if that's all you've got. Hales can release Barjonas, can he? No, Rika recovers. Pepper Cantley's a decent goalkeeper. Sheldon, Barjonas to Cash. Cadoni's trying to get there again. AD Hales and wide. I mean, we've actually had 3 clear cuts, but that's to their 6. They certainly warrant the victory as much as Kevin Friend is worthy of the assist. And Babacar's in again, and well saved by Virginia. 7 clear cuts. You know, we've not been good in this game, and we need to be better in our next fixture. I'm going to be looking at Kevin Friend's rating because I think he was pretty poor. 6.2 for Tyler Blackett. He's not a Premier League defender. That's the reality of the situation. Sadly, Goodoni picked up a bruised head in that game, so fortunately nothing too concerning. Let's have a look at Kevin Friend. 5.4. So the man's a joke. So 10 men. Forest lose against Everton. Indeed, we lost against a team that we turned down, and we pick up a fine. So the referee, the FA's referee, plays poorly or performs poorly, and we get punished for that, not just with result, but we also take a 25 grand fine. Okay, that's good. That's excellent. So yeah, 2 defeats on the bounce. We need to bounce back urgently, really, against Burnley because we've got Liverpool away next. We ain't going to get anything there. Tottenham as well is a difficult game, so we're looking at a stretch of games that we might not pick up points in. We need to pick something up against Burnley to keep us ticking over. And get back on track. Obviously, we've got an 8-point buffer over where we don't want to be, but it only takes a few games of no points for that to shrink down to 2-3 points. I think what we'll do next time is we'll probably come back for, I think we'll do West Ham at home just before Christmas, shall we? Yeah, that seems a good stretch. Gives us a chance to see where we'll be. Hopefully, we'll be firmly lodged in mid-table with no concerns. Do pop a like on there for me, at least for the effort, if not the result. And do subscribe as well if you haven't already. I'll see you again on the very next video. Should be West Ham. Take care. Goodbye.